understand the constraint and the reason and the justification for using private jet.
What troubles me is to hear a sitting president, Joseph Baka, and his men to try to tear our country apart. We are a post-conflict nation. Our peace is fragile. What we need to do is to reconcile and bring our people together, not to separate us, not to divide us, not to destroy this country anymore.
How can Liberians decide on progressiveness and think on how they can build and develop their country? How can 178 years old country build capacity of young Liberians and create job opportunity and enable the Liberian citizens to live a better life? To answer these questions plus many more, John KOK and Princess Alexa Vante Colley from Monday to Thursday at 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. for the program Freedom Hub, for the most informative talk show that brings the real issue without fear to the Liberian people on Freedom FM 87.9.
For the next 13 days, I will keep you crying. And you're crying all over the place? What I will continue to do, I've already succeeded in
guess what? The people come and play. I swear. I'm a winner EPA with me. They sang our men and they get it wrong. What's more like edition is singing for free bowl. I was set to, you know, it's on sale with them bike. It's say, we the model tablet never. Go running behind.
It's a rescue. I just wanna ask you one question. That will you give the rescue? You not give him the people what they want. Then you say you give the rescue. Let me ask you, Mr. Rescue. The people say not like you. You say you coming to rescue your people. Oh, that's why you to us. You even claim to even be the hero for your experience. But why you to us? So why the rest not stable? No job, no food to put on the table. No justice for the poor. Once you not get no money, rest and show your kids can hold. No opportunity for the youth. Instead of helping body, bringing poverty on the youth. Tell me why the people vote you for. You treating the people, I hate to say you not love. It's a rescue. I just wanna ask you one question. That will you give the rescue? You not give him the people what they want. Then you say you give the rescue. Let me ask you, Mr. Rescue. The people say not like you. You say you are going to change things, but we're not seeing changes. Promises you made you and your rescue team. We're not seeing changes. You made the whole country divided into two. CDC and Unity Party, they can't conclude. You downsizing, you wish hunting. Now on the top of the Liberian people suffering. You downsizing, you wish hunting. Now on the top of the Liberian people suffering. Tell me who you rather give the rescue now. You and your rescue team. I say, oh, it's a rescue. I just wanna ask you one question. That will you give the rescue? You not give him the people what they want. Then you say you give the rescue. Let me ask you, Mr. Rescue. The people say not like you. That's what yama 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 yama. Drama 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 drama. I leave you all sama 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 sama. Ask you one question. That will you give the rescue? You not give him the people what they want. Then you say you give the rescue. Let me ask you, Mr. Rescue. The people say not like you. That's what yama 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 yama.
With this whole wet weather in Monrovia and a touch of rain across the country, what a pleasant way to welcome all of you to Freedom Hub on 87.9. This is the official voice of Freedom Communications Incorporated. My name is Khan Oliver Khan. I'm here today with Princess Alexa Vanja Colley. Jointly, we run till 6 o'clock today.
You came to rescue. Let me ask you.
And we'll bring you a lot of the issues making the news in the Republic.
You say you are going to change things, but we're not seeing changes.
Students of Liberia,
Today you and your rescue team.
young people who benefited from the quote-unquote 10,000 digital program by the Joe Bwaka administration.
You downsizing.
The young people are complaining about the government neglecting them,
You downsizing.
the government refusing to fund their projects. In fact, what it appears to be
The rescue now.
is that the government of Liberia under President Bwaka did 419 to the young people,
I just wanna.
deceived and made them to understand that they will benefit some packages.
You not give him the people.
As it
Then you
is,
say you came to rescue.
they are yet to get it.
Let me ask you.
We have a communication in our possession.
That's what yama.
The young people have written me personally to ask me for my intervention, and I told them I am not alone. I cannot intervene when Freedom Radio Liberia is not going to be involved. And so we brought their communication to Freedom Hub
You say you came to rescue.
so that it can be elevated by this platform.
The people say now.
The road seeking the intervention of this media entity
Things.
and several other advocates in the country
Promises you.
to lobby on their behalf to ask the government to give them what is
You made the whole country think back.
rightfully supposed to go to them. They are not the ones who said they want they will be giving SYZ.
You wish
It was the government that said they will give them some money and some different packages.
downsizing.
And so the young people are concerned about those packages.
We when people suffering. Tell me who you rather give the rescue now. You and your
On the flip side of issues,
rescue.
on the flip side of issues,
I just wanna ask you one question. Now who you came to rescue?
an AFL soldier went missing in this country
You say you came to rescue.
since the 10th of November 2024, and up to now, his family members are yet to know
Yama.
the whereabouts of the Liberian soldier. I repeat, last year, a member of the armed forces of Liberia, a Liberian National Army personnel, went missing.
Who you rather give the rescue?
The man lost,
Your rescue team. I say, it's a rescue.
went missing from the 14 military hospital in the presence of security officers,
Who you came to rescue?
military doctors, and
The
other
people what they want.
military officers ensuring security at the venue.
It's a rescue.
In the midst of all of these things,
That's what yama.
Officer Sir Harris went missing on the 10th of November 2024.
Drama.
And up to now, his family members are yet to know the whereabouts of Officer Sir Harris. Since November of 2024, Sir Harris went missing. A Liberian soldier went missing and he is yet to be found. Interestingly, the government of Liberia is silent on the situation, prompting the family members to write series of communications to different government ministries and agencies, including the Executive Mansion of Liberia,
They can't conclude.
the Minister of Justice, Minister Oswald Twe.
Now when they tap on they like
They've written Minister Geraldine George, the Minister of National Defense.
Now when they tap on they like
I have in my possession a communication from the family writing to the Chief of Staff of the Armed Forces of Liberia,
it's a rescue.
Honorable David Fuller,
I just wanna ask you one question.
including human rights lawyer, Councillor Dempster Brown.
What they want, then you say.
Several of these individuals were written by the family seeking justice for their son who is missing. Okay, for their son who is missing. And so we'll be speaking with a member of the family today, Mr. Fala Harris, a brother to the missing Liberian soldier, Sir Harris. We'll be speaking with Fala Harris today on the platform to tell us what is happening with the family. What is happening with the family? What are the family members saying? What do they seek to achieve? Have they made contact beyond the letters? What are the folks in government who are willing to talk? What are they saying? This is a member of the Armed Forces of Liberia. Since November, we are talking almost 7-8 months since a Liberian soldier went missing. If a soldier man can lose, What about ordinary citizens under this administration? And so we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll bring you the rest of the conversation. But again, on today's edition, we will roll out a particular morning bonanza. So those of you out there, you can play the Freedom Win Liberia cash giveaway by dialing star 255 star 1 hatch. Star 255 star 1 hatch. It will give you sufficient opportunity to win for yourself some money. And let's get it rolling now. We are told Lone Star Cell is having some issues, but again, you can keep trying. When you try, if it bounces back, you can go back again and dial star 255 star 1 hatch. With just $100 Liberian, you stand a chance of winning 4,000 on today's edition. But beginning Wednesday, we'll start to roll out a lot of money. So there are people who will win up to 40,000 Liberian dollars beginning Wednesday. There'll be a particular morning bonanza ranging from 15,000 up to 40,000 Liberian dollars. So there are folks who will win 25,000. There will be 20,000. There will be 15,000 as the benchmark beginning Wednesday. That is going to happen here on 87.9. The code remains the same, star 255 star 1 hatch, and that will place you in a comfortable position. We will take a break. When we come back, we bring you our sponsor, Crime Stoppers Liberia, Win Liberia, and then Alexa and I will rumble into the issues making the news in the country.
It's a rescue. I just want to ask you one question: that will you give the rescue? You not give him the people what they want, then you say you give the rescue. Let me ask you, it's a rescue. The people they're not like you.
There are crimes in many places, in every community, you know, you can see. So if you see crime, you don't report it. Don't tell law in your head, and make it peace for them before. Crime stop Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime stop, keep it us safe, let's stop it for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is here for you. Remember, you see it, you report it. This is a message from your own self-woman, Woman Samsaya.
Crime Stopper, the people for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stopping crime for all of us. My brother, God can bless anybody.
Win big today with Win Liberia on Freedom FM. Yes, for just $100 Liberian dollars or 50 cents United States dollars, you can win from 4,000 Liberian dollars up to 10,000 Liberian dollars. And for $200 Liberian dollars or $1 United States dollar on Japa days, you can win from 15,000 Liberian dollars, 50,000 Liberian dollars, 100,000 Liberian dollars, and up to 1 million Liberian dollars. For these amazing prizes, dial star 255 star 1 hatch. Again, dial star 255 star 1 hatch. The more you play, the better your chances. It's Win Liberia Cash Giveaway on Freedom FM.
Okay, so welcome, Alexa. Today is the last day of the month of June. It is wet out there in Monrovia. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Oliver, and I would like to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of you. However, will you joining us on this wet last day of June, would like to say welcome to Freedom Hub on 87.9 FM. We have a lot to talk about today, and I think I'm really happy the fact that we all ended, or we are basically, experiencing the last day of June together. So it is a good thing, and thanks be to God for, life that we have to be here. So we'd like to say welcome. We have a lot to talk about. So however way you're joining us, we'd like to say welcome. We have a lot to talk about.
Okay, so basically, there's been a long time we haven't. It's been a long time. We splashed money on the platform for a whole while, and so AB Gossen we can say we are getting there. We are about to start wasting money in your pockets, and so like we said, there is a change in the code. So the new code now is *255*1#. So if you're there, you're playing. $4,000. Several of it will come to you. So hold on today. Don't even worry. There will be a lot of money going out to all of you there. But we have a very serious issue in this country that we got to talk about. Two key issues in the country that we came to work for. Number one, the how you call this thing? The digital children. The children who President Bouaka said will learn computer in 10 days.
10,000 Liberians.
10,000 Liberians will learn computer. I think in 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Yeah, they had that stuff. The children right now, they wrote me a communication. Very, 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 very sorrowful letter. We'll read the letter. Yeah, I will forward it to you. We'll read the letter. And so that is exactly where we are. It is concerning. We'll talk about that. But the most sorrowful thing is the fact that a Liberian soldier, a member of the armed forces of Liberia, Alexa, and fellow Liberians, is missing. The man lost since November 10, 2024. The man went missing. Imagine Soya man lost. What about you, the civilian? But that conversation will come up. His parents pass. They do all the things they're supposed to do. No way, no here, no take. Government not talking nothing. I mean, how many of you outside that know say Soya man lost in the country? How many of you outside that know say Soya man lost? That Soya man is missing. Not many of you know because your government is steadily on it. The government not talking. The government ain't saying anything about it. And so the family got concerned. The family say, let's start out that November 10.
Imagine
from November 10 to December 10, that one month. December 10, January 10, 2 months. February 10, January, March 10, April 10, May 10, June 10. The 10th of this month, because we are on. At the 30th, right? The 10th of this month made it 7 months since a Soya man got missing in this country and a family not seeing here. So one of the family members, his brother, will be speaking to us. They are concerned about their relative, and that is exactly what we're going to be talking about. But as we are talking all of those soldier things and all of the different political issues, remember, once you play on this Win Liberia cash giveaway, you are automatically qualified for too many of the amazing prizes that will come up. So you could win 40,000, whatever the case is. If you play today, you win. That's it. If you do not win, you are still an active player because your number is in the system. It can be picked up at any given point in time. The code is simple: *255*1#. Just $100 today will get you 4,000 if you're lucky. Now, beginning the jackpot era, which will be from Wednesday upwards, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, you can win 15,000. There'll be 25,000. There'll be 30,000. There'll be 40,000. Up to $40,000 you'll be able to collect on the jackpot days, and so that's what it is. So we are launching a brand new version of the cash giveaway here. It is called the Win Liberia cash giveaway here on Freedom FM 87.9. So that is what we are, Alexa. So I will send you some of the communication that was written to the people, but I think we'll have to have the family member first. Yeah, you were saying something.
Yes, it is important. And you said something about imagine an officer of the Armed Forces of Liberia going missing since November of 2024. So that is in its own way very scary.
7 months ago. 7 months ago.
Imagine it has been 7 months since that guy got missing.
Since a soldier man got missing.
Not just an ordinary Liberian citizen. No. A man who is a soldier. An officer of the Armed Forces of Liberia.
Good.
So just hearing that, Oliver, it instills fear. 100%, because imagine a man who was trained to use guns, a man who was really, really trained, and now he is missing, nowhere to be seen, nowhere to be found. As a person who doesn't really have any sort of training in something like that, you're already scared, and then you start to think about it. How come has it already been like 7 months? Like, what actually happened? Where is he? These are questions we're asking. I'm sure when the family member is on the line, that person is going to basically just answer some of the different questions. But this, I don't know how to describe it. This is really, really crazy. And also 10,000 young people.
Mhm.
That was much publicized. That was talked about, that was like seen as one of the achievements anyway. But now to have young people, bringing complaints to you, it says a lot about exactly what we say, the history, mood about training 10,000 young people
I
and all
think
that. So
I think we'll talk about
we'll talk about that
by tomorrow. We want to have
tomorrow. Okay.
exclusive time on it. But just so
Right.
you know, the young people who the government said they were training in digital, knowledge and whatever the case is, the government lied to them. I'm sure what the government should get them. We'll read part of the letter. I'm sure we'll read part of the letter. Then we'll talk about it tomorrow. But today is for the soldier. In our country, we say the members of the armed forces of Liberia, AFL personnel, are first-class citizens. That's how we can call it. That's how we say in this country. A soldier man is supposed to lose. How a soldier man lost? How an army man lost? It is a call for concern. It is concerning, and there is a need that we talk about it. There is a need that we have a conversation on it. But remember, as it is, the code is *255*1#, and it will give you the opportunity to win for yourself 4K on today. 4K. It is raining. That just 4K you'll be having. So we'll try to go to the lines at the moment. We'll try to go to the line and speak to what is his name? Our friend and brother, Mr. Fala Harris. Fala Harris is a brother of Sir Harris. Sir Harris is the AFL personnel who went missing since November 10, 2024. Since the 10th of November 2024, this young man went missing and is yet to be seen anywhere around. Nobody knows his whereabouts. Nobody heard from him since then. He is missing. His family concerned. His family started writing too many communications all across the country to a lot of different entities in the Republic of Liberia. And so that is where we are. That is the situation we are having. And so we are about to establish links with the relative of the missing soldier. So if you are listening, I know it's raining, but please call somebody to listen to the radio with you. It is very serious. A soldier man get lost in the country. It shows that ordinary citizens get lost too.
Anybody.
Yeah. So if you're in your house, and you alone listening to the radio, please call somebody else to listen to the radio with you. If you are the only person listening to the radio, so welcome to our people then who are on Facebook. Please welcome. Facebook was down with us, but we are back on now. So if a soldier, if a member of the armed forces of Liberia can get missing, a soldier man can lose, then you, the ordinary citizen, should be concerned because you too can lose. And so that is why if you are listening alone in your house, call the children to listen alone with you. If you are listening in the taxi, increase the volume. If you're the taxi driver, let the other passengers follow. If you're in the KK, please increase it. So wherever you are listening to Freedom Radio Liberia at the moment, Liberia's biggest radio station, right about this time, if you are listening, call somebody to listen with you. It is very, very serious. A soldier of the armed forces of Liberia is missing. His family members are concerned. His mother is worrying. His brothers are concerned. His wife is concerned. Too many of the people he's related to and close to are concerned about the situation. They've asked us to help them, seek for solution towards the situation confronting their brother, and that is what we are doing. So they've written too many communications to the government. Several of the government entities they've written, including the executive mansion, and up to this moment, we don't know what is happening. The family are concerned right now. The family members are concerned, so they're saying, okay, so right now we got to take it to the media because they're almost 7 months. The 10th of this month make it 7 months. So that's 7 months, 20 days. Alexa, 7 months, 20 days since a soldier man went missing.
And interestingly, we really haven't heard much
Mhm.
about it.
Yeah,
And I think this is something that's really alarming, especially now in Liberia. Like, everyone is already scared from the onset, and now you're having a report from family members that, you know, a member of the armed forces of Liberia went missing since November of 2024, and now we're in June of 2025. Tomorrow, July, the 1st of July. So this is really alarming. Over 7 months, and imagine exactly what sort of message this is going to send out to citizens, what sort of message is going to send out to a lot of people out there. So for me, I'm really eager to, you know, hear from the family members to tell us exactly what happened, you know, how did it all occur, and what are some of the interventions they've made, what are some of the, you know, the different people they've reached out to, and what exactly are the feedback. We need to know about all of these things, because Oliver, you're saying it sounds funny.
No,
but it is
not,
really
it is,
serious.
it is not
No,
funny.
because there are people out there who would think that
No,
soldiers are superhumans.
No,
so they're supposed to protect themselves. They're supposed to, you know, be there for themselves. But now imagine, that is a serious security issue.
The point is, if
Seriously.
a soldier man can go missing,
Who are you, by the way?
it shows. Look, I mean,
Anybody
a soldier
can
is
go.
trained. A soldier is supposed to navigate even when his colleagues not around. You understand that? Even when his colleagues are not around, a soldier man is trained to even walk from Grand Bassa County all the way to Monrovia. If even it would take 4 or 5 days, but a soldier is trained to go through villages.
He knows how to
forest.
maneuver.
I mean, to navigate through the forest and dangerous areas. So if a soldier man can go missing, not necessarily when in the bush and went missing. The story is told that he was taking treatment at the hospital, but his family will explain the rest of it. We'll call a brother on the radio. But that is where we are. So invite somebody to invite somebody. Let the other people then
Everybody
come.
should listen.
Everybody should come around. We delaying because more people must come closer to the radio station. That's what we're doing. So we're delaying. So call somebody and tell them, say, "Can I go listen?" A soldier man is missing. Let's listen to what your family has to say, because if a soldier personnel can go missing, it is possible a citizen like you and I,
an ordinary citizen,
can also go missing.
who is not trained.
So that is what it is. So
to that
as you are gathering, we're giving a lot of money out today. *255 *1# will give you some money. So as soon as we are done with it, we'll go and see if we can kickstart the process to give some people some resources here on 87.9. So we're trying to go and contact the family member. While we're doing all the contacting of the family member, like I told you, keep playing behind the scene, because by the time we're ready to get money, we'll never look back. You know, so that you don't think that would take extra time to keep calling the code. So the code is simple: *255 *1# will place you in the bracket to be a winner if you are lucky. So we are now establishing contact with Mr. Fala Harris. Fala Harris is the brother of the missing Liberian soldier. Okay, so we now have him on the line. Good afternoon, Mr. Fala Harris.
Good afternoon, sir.
Okay, please be audible. The Liberian people are listening. The entire country is locked down. Liberians outside of this country in the diaspora, I mean, Europe, America, and other places, they are listening, they are following, they are concerned about this news that we are breaking on the radio involving a Liberian soldier who happens to be your brother. We are told that since November 10, 2024, he went missing, and up to now, it is 7 months, 20 days. He is yet to be identified. He is yet to be seen anywhere. We don't know what the situation is. Tell us, what is it? And before you start, what is your personal relationship with Mr. Sir Harris?
First of all, thank you so much. My name is Fala Harris. I live in VOA. Sir Harris that we're discussing here is like a father to me, because he's our big brother. Our father died 2004. So Sir Harris is a father and big brother to the entire Harris family.
Okay. So tell us, what is the situation about this, your big brother Sir Harris, being missing? What is it? Tell us. I mean, explain to us. Take your time and explain.
So it was sometime in November, around 7 and 8. I received a call from his fiancée that Saharis got sick. He was taken to the hospital. And then he got missing from the hospital. So I was like, I don't know, be taken to the hospital and being missing from the hospital. But you need to come over. So when I went there, we met her. So she explained the situation to us. She said the man fell sick. They went to 14 military hospital. They diagnosed him typhoid and malaria. So while you were in the hospital bed here in Fianzi too, according to us, she was also sick. But then while she was looking after the man started to start talking up here, because you know when you get malaria now, 4+ or 3+ malaria, sometimes you can talk on normal stuff. So she said the man started talking on normal, according to her. So it was like 12 or 1 in the night. When sleep carried on too, she said she wake up, she can see, her husband. The man left the hospital. So I said, So when me and my little brother went in the barrier.
So she was the one explaining now.
She was telling us.
Okay.
Because I do want to live in the barrier. So why we went I'm a little brother? There's a guy with that. I gave me in my phone. There's a soldier guy. He works at the 14 military hospital too. But he worked to the mortuary side. So when he met us, he said, "You're Harry, brother." He said, "Because you're visible." I said, "Yeah, our brother." He said, "The man looking for." We said, "Yeah, we don't want to straight at the middle, hospitalized, but then, he missing for the work expedition." He said, "No. You're gonna realize just that I missed somewhere when we got just from work. While take a rest a little bit. Then while with the man, I will call you."
So I come in. You said when his wife called you, say, "Oh, your brother left the hospital, you're not yet, so you got to come and let understand the thing." And you went to the hospital. You saw a soldier man who is also working at the hospital.
I told you.
Right.
And the soldier man told you and your other family members, say, "You don't worry. I know where that man is. When I'm ready, I'll carry you to the man." Is that what it is?
He said when he's ready, he will go to where the man is. He will call us, and then we'll talk about how long the man I'm missing the man somewhere else.
Okay, so he assured you that he knew where your brother was at the time, and that when he's around your brother, he will call you guys so that you will talk to your brother and know where your brother is.
Exactly.
Did that happen?
Exactly. Yes. That's why he told us. So I feel a little bit relieved.
So I mean that's why he told you guys.
Did you follow up after he had told you that?
Okay, so
that's what he told us.
So go ahead, continue.
So I felt released. So my little brother said, "Oh boy, Session, don't worry, because my mother can come in sessions of that." So he said, "Session, don't worry. In as much the man who knew even know where he saw on the record dancer, and then you say, Sahel, let give him a rest. Later on, we'll go ahead, and talk to him and say, we can talk to our brother." So I left my begin the barrier. I came back in time. I began living in the barrier for like 1 week. I began saying, went back in the evening time to water or another man called Pakoti. So when they went back to him, he started like, start behaving, man, you realize, I don't want to say, I will talk to your brother. Why you putting me in rush?
The same man who told you, say, I will make you talk to your brother. That the same man started making plan with you.
Yeah, exactly. All other things. So when I became called me, I said, but the next thing, however, let's put our own caution back. So when in part 3-4 days, I said, we're gonna take it further. I went for a meeting a commander, Sahara commander, which is one general. I mean one I know that rank in the army, but he's I think a boss.
Okay, so that he commander, you said Sally.
Yeah, one Sally.
Okay.
So when I reached to Sally, we were in the office. Sally called me. He called in the office. He asked me 1 or 2 questions, and he started to deny. But while he explaining, the soldier that noted that when he did it, he was in a big error. The police said that he won't be the discussing and not chicken. Because he said, where the people do what they did, he started to deny the office. So where we are going to put him outside.
So the commander, the commander called the guy who said he knew where your brother is, right? And turned to asking, he started explaining different things.
Okay. So it's some feature right there. So we put out our own caution bar. So Sally said, Sally began to explain to her that how they man left the hospital because he got no typhoid and malaria, and then other things were in your system. The people decided to keep it, but then because he was refusing to be at the hospital for that long time, so he decided to escape. But then they put AFL soldier all. The people join the air to look for him to the 14 millimeter because that 14 millimeter is very big. Behind the 14 millimeter is a big error, so maybe they may escape. So in the process, he started now to show a video what is not even convincing to the family.
Oh,
two seconds.
The footage from the hospital.
The military officials show your video from the hospital.
So probably I think they got the video for the hospital. They sent it to General Sade.
Okay.
You understand? So he showed the video how the man left the hospital. So when they played the video, and then 2 seconds, he gave me see. That's not alone.
In the video,
it's a modern facility hospital.
In the video, did you see somebody walking from the hospital like your brother?
Yeah, him. He came had a tag on here. So when he came, let him spa, he walked down to. He just walked down in the whole video cut off.
The man just walk in the hospital corridor in the video cut off.
Thank you. He just walked to the video. The corridor. Right away the video cut off. You don't see you can even see for like small minute. I think a second. So he said, "Oh, you shouldn't worry." They start giving you that kind of a whole. You shouldn't worry. Maybe you don't a social bed. In the army, you have a scout. And you live in the bush. You do it. So maybe the bull feel like they can keep it for all this time. And so you shouldn't worry. We searching for the bed. We're looking for the bed. So you be calm. You be cool. And so they start talking to us. I believe. And I start getting that confident a little bit. Go. When we are in the region, I think we had to reach it to the general himself. So, because according to studies, the news already reached the general. The general aware of the whole case. So when I call him, and they didn't pick us up. I say in text.
When you say when you said general, who are you talking about? General.
The chief of staff himself.
The chief of staff, General David Fuller.
Yeah, Mr. David Fuller himself.
Okay, go ahead.
So when I call you, they didn't pick up. I say in text. He read the text because it was on Friday. No, Wednesday. He said he is not at the office in the BDC Barry. He told Marshall to the house. We should come there. So we went to Marshall with my sister, my little brother, our cousin. So we went there. He talked to us. He said, "Yeah, we're the case," but then it's so unfortunate that a soldier may go for treatment and then he just disappeared from the hospital. But the boys, the soldier on the field looking for him and blah blah blah. We from the Kissy background.
Okay.
And he's a Kissy.
Okay.
He's a Kissy, so almost like you take it our uncle, so you give her the insurance that we should not worry, we should leave everything in your hand. And he will make sure the situation will be put on control. Maybe sour a friend because they said they want to keep him for 1 more, 2 more years. He left the hospital, he escaped. Nobody knew where about. So we should not worry. So he talked to all. Spoke to my sister, we talk about it, we laugh, we joke, we smile a little bit. He put a smile on faces. He even gave us transportation. I think like 40,000 that day.
Oh, the chief of staff gave you $40,000.
Yeah, he gave us 40,000. You pay your way. We still searching for the man.
Okay. All right. So you had to pay your way and give you 40,000.
Yeah. He gave us 40,000. So he said you pay your way. So we left. So we left. After the day, I kept calling the commander, Sally. But for each time I call Sally, he will always tell me, say, "No, the posting session. You go, first bomb part, second bomb part." The only thing will be telling us, they say they see the men to Boston. They see the men to the other place. When they see the men, they ready for the other place. So I said, but it's getting too much. So the PNC too, she not putting in effort. She didn't tell you anything. And she didn't tell you anything. They just started featuring. You tell you anything. So me and my little brother, we start pushing.
Okay.
So we met the chief of staff for the second time. You got me here to talk now because after I met you to your house, we exchange contact. We used to talk like a family. So he gave me the insurance. He said, "Don't worry, that we will find out there." But for now, I can't see anything. But the soldier on the field looking for him will get him. He's not giving he's not talking to her, he's not talking to me. So as he's talking to me, I can also call my mother and talk to her for the camera. My mother to just sit. So such a news like this again, do anything to her. So I always to be talking to her.
Mm-hmm.
But like she was getting other patient now because it's going 1 more 2 more, and she can see her son, she can find her son. So we had a second meeting to BTC Barry, with my father, or my mother, my big sister, my little brother, or my cousin, with his family.
And at the time now, that almost 2 months. Almost 2 months now.
It happened by that time because he just been given insurance, and it happened like 2-3 months.
So in that 2-3 months time, your brother ain't even call you one day to say, "Oh,
not at all. Somebody who can call me every 2-3 days. But send me what they want. Even Dr. Rachel did. Nobody always say money for to go clean our sister grave and our brother grave. We can't get our brother. What kind of somebody will be there for all that time? He can take food. Even when he decide to leave his fiancé, because he fiancé to be late nurse and stuff. Even when he decide to leave a Barry, when he's sitting on somewhere, he will call my phone or call his mother or call somebody and say, "Oh, as soon as so place, you should not worry." But since then, nothing.
Okay.
So we have the last meeting in the BTC Barry. While in the meeting, so the general said something, and I capture it. Because it didn't go down well with me.
Mm-hmm.
But before we enter in the era, there's a soldier saw my little brother. The first statement I gave for him mom, he said, "But man, he referring to my little brother now. He said, "But man, we can replace him. They may be replaced." Wonderful. Wonderful.
So when you guys are going to the barrier again for another meeting, a soldier in the fence saw your late brother and said they label he can replace your brother who lost.
Exactly. So when I noticed it, so my question is,
can you identify that soldier when you see him?
I identify it good.
Okay, go ahead.
So when my question said, you know, the soldier that I said, really, we in a barrier, but I just how was already. For what I've been here, but what I meant here that they can replace with Shabba, and which means there's a foul play. And, you know, so but we keep it cool.
Wow.
We were in the meeting.
Wow.
So while in the meeting, the general was talking. The general was saying, hey, you know, Sir is one of the soldiers who used to come over to him, give him money. You know, Sir was a drunker. You know, he used the word was. You know, Sir was a drunker, blah, blah, blah.
So you said the chief of staff started referring to Sir as was. Like he is not existing anymore.
Exactly.
Sir was a drunk. So the chief of staff started referring to your brother as a drunkard. Sir was a drunkard.
So he started explaining about the situation. Even put the same video I was talking about it. He started explaining, but he didn't talk for long. While in the meeting, the president called him. So he decided to leave with a deputy there.
Okay.
He brought a lawyer. So they tried to explain a whole lot of things that they can't see anything right now. They stay in sense with the man, and they can't pronounce the man being there until 7 years. According to the law. Now that's what he said. Because some people just sit there, they're watching and listen to everybody talking. They don't talk, they listen to everybody. So you see, they can't see anything right now. The message, they stay in such looking for the man, and inspire the man his own AWOL, and blah, 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 blah. Oh, gonna be better way. I didn't say the president call him, but he will go to call, he will call the family, he will meet the family.
Okay.
So I don't got a deputy in them. They said they cannot say any conclusion right now unless the general come and say SYZ, but they can't say anything. They were just tell you what they could say at that time. So they say what they could say, and then we left. So waiting now on the general now called to come and meet the family. General to like I don't know, maybe probably busy other activity and stuff. But anytime I say text, you don't reply when I call. Even my mother try calling, really, answer the Oma call like that. Only one time when I go in, he told me say when you are coming from Lufa or whatever, you got an accident. In middle accident was the other people in your car and stuff. I even told you, sorry, chief. Again, we pray for spirit recovery, but the Oma been, worries, you been calling, but you pick it up. He said, oh yeah, right now, we found a man, so I don't get anything to say to my sister. So you don't get me patient. But we can't meet her. I have a lot of meeting in the bar now. So still waiting on him patiently because I won't go to the media so early. Because I even asking people what chicken who go to the media and say no, not because people still looking for the man. So whether they were buying time or what you were doing, nobody knows because we are taking it on the family line. So 1 or 2 soldiers there for the barrier. We have got caught up name here. They were so close to my brother. They like a family to us.
Okay.
They said, but man, they think we all were looking, not because I met a busy man, and you're kissy, they are, downplaying it here, no, nothing but wonderful.
Now because I come in. You said there were 1 or 2 soldiers who were close to your brother.
Right.
And they were telling you people, you don't play for another thing. It's not because that man, that Gissy man. Who that man they were referring to?
The general, I said, not because the general that Gissy man, and then maybe even somebody was even thinking say, on the general said.
So they were telling you guys who are the family members that it's not because General Fuller is a Gissy man, you people are Gissy, and your missing brother is a Gissy, so you should take a Gissy way. That's what you are saying.
Right, but he told me to get, I should not mention your name and blah, blah, blah and stuff. So I said, okay. So, even people start calling me, man, I want you to take bravo for the general. I mean, I give you money. I said, man, you're talking, so now I get out there, I get downside. Because I've been patient when you've been talking to me, as a father, as a big brother, as a general, when you've been talking to me, so I've been cool. The one thing I would do, I get convinced my family. Because the thing that the first we met the general said, but the next my sister went on the radio to Kapao show. So I said, no, don't rush. It's in a process. Don't go on the radio. Don't say anything. Get leave with me.
Okay.
Because I said as a big brother now, because my other brother was next in town. Satu, who is our father, is not missing. So now I want a big brother for now. So don't say anything, we be there by the patient. So you were angry, you call wisdom on the radio and stuff. So I came back to radio. I came back to see radio. I revoked what she said. Because I want to go through the process. He got me, I let him do one procedure. So that the day when I'm taking the answer, I said you will know that I've been patient for a long period of time. So be patient with the general. All that time, you've been telling me be patient, we're still looking for the man. So they will still looking for the man is the general like one story over, no solution. So my mother told her, she like, no, we gotta go extra mile. So I call my stepfather, I call everybody.
Okay.
I said, what do you do now? You gotta defend that money. My mother is seriously sick. The family guy, the only thing you do now, then we go to just to go for a legal advice. So why did they make my cousin went to take about just to make a legal counsel? So we explain, but they are talking about beating, you're talking also soldier men, army men. So the only thing you do, how you're being doing it verbally. So you're doing written communication.
Okay.
So in that in the process, you say you're read embassy, which of course I did. You say you're read justice, the minister, you're read the general himself, you're read human right, you're read Marshall, I did all.
And when was it? When was that time you decided to do all of those communications?
It was 2 months back.
Okay.
I mean, all the documents there.
Okay.
Yeah, it was 2 months back. So waiting for redress all the time. I can't hear redress for nobody. So the one time the president came to the pavilion here. There's also, the so that they know my picking, nobody will go in the barrier there. So the court picking is sad. Is my picking? So what's all Sahara business now? Why are you taking this Sahara to? When I almost, I saw you discussing. So when I ordinary human being, I may go represent the country in Mali and God womb. But it is supposed to say to India because they were killing the God womb for India. They same too.
Mm-hmm.
But according to the general, he say my brother on a womb. It was not that much. Critical and stuff that I kept here. So maybe 2 other forces have been playing into that reason why any leave without drinking stuff. But not an issue. The issue is, our brother needed medical, treatment outside the country because they came from Mali. He been having a bullet in your chest and your legs.
Wow.
And you understand? So when they say they brought my little brother, they say my begin what was a hurricane now because we can't eat anything. I want you don't take bravo for the people there and stuff. You can't keep it quiet. So the beginning begins bro. I said, my begin. I already did all the letters there. And the redress I was waiting for. Since they put on get redress, I won't get nobody, won't get money, go still wait to loyalty. What? They wanted to get to that to find solution, they won't hear that. I wanted to get to the media, made the media to understand what is unfolding, what is happening. for our to our brother that's gone missing since the 10th of November to the 30th of June 2025. The 10th of November 2024 to the 30th of June 2025. I haven't heard nothing from anybody. But according to the general, he can pick up, I say that he can respond. Even the other deputy said no more. And then according to get me, saying different things that I don't understand. Our mother is grieving, how we are grieving. We want to know where it's going on. So we want to know where is our brother since November 10th, till June 30th.
Now, I want to ask you. You are at this moment, from what it is, you say you wrote the communication here and there. It means you are the prime contact of the family at the moment. In the absence of your big brothers.
Exactly.
Now, from the very day your brother went missing up to now, are you aware of any official statement from the authorities of the armed forces of Liberia informing the public or announcing the situation?
Not at all. It is the first day, like I said, the first day we left the house, my sister got so angry. And, she went on the radio. I said, no. I came out of the radio. I even made a call to wisdom. I revoked everything what she said because I wanted to do it on a procedure way.
Okay.
So that was the only time. So
no press statement from the soldier informing the public that one of their men missing. Nothing.
No, not at all. Because they kept telling us that they're looking for the man. So not at all.
So all of the institutions you wrote, the Minister of Defense, the Minister of Justice, the Executive Marshal, General Fuller himself, were you able to receive any official returns from those communications that were written by you?
No, not at all. I've been reading after it, nothing.
What is your lawyer saying? I heard you talk about
not a lawyer. There's a friend of mine who is on council. I got married to Justin that day. So I try to explain how is it, but let me get a guy in the process and explain to you, they can take it from there. But we don't have a lawyer.
So you've written the letters, you are waiting for responses. It may take extra time again that may run up to 7 extra months. What will you be doing between now to the time you are expecting responses from these people you wrote?
For that, there is nothing we can do because the feminine harmonization we need a government official, whoever in the government to come to I mean, we need justice for our brother because since November somebody get messy this smoke country and he said the man somewhere else. The first thing the general said, the man Jayano is a training gate and he can live in a forest for so time and stuff. Maybe the man somewhere. Now, I mean, it's not possible, man. They play too small for them to be so when you get quite a family and stuff. It's not possible.
What are you guys suspecting as a family? What are you suspecting? What you think is happening?
For my own observation, what I was observing in the whole saga here. For me, I don't think my brother is alive. That's how I feel. I don't think he's alive because when Harris going to be somewhere, I believe he was going to call me personally or my little brother because I have 2 almost he can call the 2 close people in the family. So for me not hearing for you all this while, I mean, it sounds so fishy to me. Like I believe that he's no more alive, as I believe, because according to the fiancé, she was said I have less problem with her in the sense that according to her, when the man was leaving the hospital, the man left his phone behind. The man carried her phone. She in possession with the man's phone, and then the man carried her phone. When you call the man number, she don't want to answer it. So how possible? Because I about it.
Her woman say when he was leaving the hospital, he left her phone. I mean, he took her phone and left his own phone with her.
Right.
Okay.
So all that story about, I mean, I want to investigate that go to that one and somehow then she can better explain that part.
So as we speak, the fiancé of your missing brother is in possession of your brother's telephone.
President, last time any sort of on Facebook, I said, oh, he said, whenever we go call, she said she don't want to go online, she want to see the message. I got the phone off.
Did you contact the military to know whether your brother's salary is still rolling?
I even asked them because my key focus was not on salary president, but his son. The man had a 20-year-old son. The guy that told you also no, they married the guy told you. So I even contacted the fiancé about a salary business. According to what you said, the make creditor war soldier, I know soldier, whoever you creditor, 500 US. So all the money that come to the account, she will get access to another the Liberty or the US you get access to, but then the other account is blocked. I think the Liberty account is blocked. The US account you have access to it. So as I said, for you the only the since 3, 4, 5 years, you need Sarah 3 billion money here. So how you receive the money? She said anytime she go to the shoot when the money come in her account, she can go withdraw it and go pay the bank and carry the banana money to General but the Kumara Sally. And he said he attest to it. And she went and withdraw money and brought a change to him. He attested to that.
But your brother was the signatory to his account. How come his wife got access to
investigate all that part?
Because the salary account of a soldier is supposed to be personally the soldier own signature as still to be corrected.
Exactly. So that's what you explain on that part. All that whatever I found suspect on her because you can tell me say the man's missing. You don't even focusing on your husband being missing at first thing, but you wouldn't focusing on salary how you're not eating and you know all kind of stories should not be explained to me. So I would not focusing on actually because I know the appropriate time reach she will be brought to and she'll be questioned. So I would not really focusing. I will focusing on the general. On what the general was telling me that I should be calm, the family should be calm. The soldier are looking for Saharis. I mean, we are being impatient. Once he was tell to even the general said, though, you know, man said the family we are being impatient because we have spoken to his service time. Up to that time, we get the interview job with nobody, the embassy, the minimum realm, the justice or ministry, the defense minister, all of them we have written the letter to them. Up to now, the family is impatient. So there is no way in, no way out. It's by getting to the media, let the public be aware what is unfolding.
Okay. All right. Okay, my brother. We will get back to you. We want to see if we can establish contact with the Chief of Staff of the Armed Forces of Liberia, Honorable General David Fuller. If he is listening, General Fuller, my telephone number is available all around the country. Plenty of people got my telephone number. There are plenty of people who have my telephone number. You can call me. We want to know exactly what it is. I don't want to read my number on the radio. It is going to be so challenging. But General Fuller, if you are listening, you can call us on WhatsApp. If you are listening, you can call us on WhatsApp at +231 886 500 104. General Fuller, if you are listening, you can call us on +231 886 500 104. You can call us on WhatsApp +231 886 500 104. You can do that to us on WhatsApp. Let's take this quick break. When we come back, we want to take this break to see if we can contact the Chief of Staff of the Armed Forces of Liberia. This is a very grave concern. As a responsible and professional media entity, it is our job to hear from both sides. And so we are giving the opportunity to any of you who are listening and you're close to General David Fuller of the Armed Forces of Liberia. He can call on Freedom FM's WhatsApp line. +231 886 500 104. +231 886 500 104. If you're listening and you're also playing the cash giveaway on at *255 *1#, don't worry, we'll come back and call all of you and give you your money. *255 *1# is to play and get for yourself 4,000 Liberian dollars. But that is what it is. Hold on, let's take this quick break. When we come back, we will see if we can establish contact with General David Fuller of the Armed Forces of Liberia, the Honorable Chief of Staff of the Liberian Army. Let's take this break to be right back.
My brother, God can bless anybody.
Win big today with Win Liberia on Freedom FM. Yes, for just $100 Liberian or 50 cent United States dollars, you can win from 4,000 Liberian dollars up to 10,000 Liberian dollars. And for 200 Liberian dollars or $1 on Jackpot days, you can win from 15,000 Liberian dollars, 50,000 Liberian dollars, 100,000 Liberian dollars, and up to 1 million Liberian dollars. For these amazing prizes, dial *255*1#. Again, dial *255*1#. The more you play, the better your chances. It's Win Liberia Cash Giveaway on Freedom FM.
My brother, God can bless anybody.
Win big today with Win Liberia on Freedom FM. Yes, for just 100 Liberian dollars or 50 cent United States dollars, you can win from 4,000 Liberian dollars up to 10,000 Liberian dollars. And for 200 Liberian dollars or $1 United States dollar on Jackpot days, you can win from 15,000 Liberian dollars, 50,000 Liberian dollars, 100,000 Liberian dollars, and up to 1 million Liberian dollars. For these amazing prizes, dial *255*1#. Again, dial *255*1#. The more you play, the better your chances. It's Win Liberia Cash Giveaway. Win big today with Win Liberia on Freedom FM. Yes, for just 100 Liberian dollars or 50 cent United States dollars, you can win from 4,000 Liberian dollars up to 10,000. Win big today.
My brother, God can bless anybody.
Win big today with Win Liberia on Freedom FM. Yes, for just 100 Liberian dollars or 50 cent United States dollars, you can win from 4,000 Liberian dollars up to 10,000 Liberian dollars. And for 200.
Okay, so you can dial *255*1#. This is a very serious and grave national issue. And so, Alexa, we have the Chief of Staff of the Armed Forces of Liberia, General David Fuller. General, welcome. Good evening.
Thank you. A warm good evening. I know it's a rainy day, but fortunately for you, I just got in my vehicle driving back home, and I'm monitoring Freedom FM. Then I got to know that there is this discussion ongoing about Sir Harris,
okay,
one of my very astute soldier in whom I'm well pleased. So I'm on. What's the issue? What clarity do you need? I'm available. Usually I won't do this because we have the public affairs that's responsible.
Okay.
But sometimes we take the shot. These are what we call the target opportunity target.
Okay.
So I think I can do a lot of clarity right now. So what's the situation?
Okay, General. So we had on the telephone earlier on before you could join us. We had on the telephone Fala Harris. Fala Harris is said to be the brother of a missing Liberian soldier, Sir Harris. And he said since November 10, 2024, his brother went missing. He has made all efforts, to ensure the whereabouts of his brother is known until today's date. Besides you, General Fuller, and other members of the armed forces telling him, we are still looking for your brother. We are still looking for your brother. There is nothing genuine he has. He doesn't know the whereabouts of his brother, and he is concerned. He said he has written you. He has written the Minister of Defense. He has written the Minister of Justice. He has also written the Ministry of National Defense. It is a good thing that you called us to make some clarity. What is happening? Where is your soldier?
Look, thank you. And I think I will take the shot on this one. And I learned that from my predecessor, my former boss man, General Johnson, who in most time will come up to clear the air if informations are not coming well.
Okay.
So I will join General Johnson in this one.
That's right.
Look, I think this is very unfortunate to have Fala saying all of these things that he's saying in the studio. I'm listening to him. Fala is like my little brother. I don't like to be too tribalistic, but I'm from the Kisi tribe.
He said
and we take these things very seriously. His mother is my sister, my elder sister. Not biological, but that's a tradition. This woman visited me at my office even before this thing happened. And we did our talk and our family talk. And Harris, in question, my little brother or my nephew, he visited my house. He worked with me, been very loyal to me. Even on initial, he came back with distinction. We all happy. This thing happened the 10th of the month. He's talking about situation. Maybe.
Oh, you're coming in broken, sir. You're coming in broken.
I think it's the network.
Yeah.
At the 14th. He was admitted.
Mm-hmm.
1 day, 2 days, his wife is by his side. Why in the hospital? You know, and I'm just taking this shot because I know if it comes to the point, my lawyers will come in and people will be speaking on this situation.
Okay.
We got the recording of this young man, and which fella don't want to admit. Our camera caught him leaving the hospital with a catalog in his hand. His wife is by his side. He's got a maid. His wife saw him going out. She's been very happy that I think he's getting stronger. He's trying to move around. And he told his wife, she said it to us. We got recording on it. That I want to walk around a little bit.
Okay.
Stood up, opened the door. And the only thing this young man was saying, he was calling a late soldier, his best friend, who died just 2 weeks ago and was buried. And he was saying things that nobody could imagine. He was speaking out of his mind, calling, Jala, follow me. Follow me. I'm ahead of you. You are very slow.
Okay. So he was making this statement in the compound of the 14th Military Hospital.
In the hospital, right in front of his wife. His wife is saying, what are you saying? Jala is dead. What can you be saying that, Sir Harris? You are talking out of your mind. And he said, shut up. I'm calling my friend. Follow me. Let's go on. This is his best friend. And Harris walked out of the hospital. And his wife was getting afraid.
So, sir, before you continue, Harris is speaking in such a way that resembles somebody who is
mentally
mentally challenged.
Yes, he was getting retarded or something was happening. He was speaking out of his head, out of his mind.
His wife raised the concern that, hey, why are you calling the name of a dead person and so forth? So she's concerned.
That's correct.
That's
correct.
Where were the
That's correct.
Where were the doctors? Where were the other soldier officers who are often assigned at the hospital? Where were they?
Now listen, that happened pretty close to 11 o'clock. And the doctors are in their doctor's room.
Okay.
But the nurses are in the nursing station.
Mm-hmm.
Sir Harris, being a member of the military, knows the entire compound. And he is at liberty to walk around the hospital. You can be in the hospital and you can walk around as a patient. You're not on handcuffs.
Which is understandable, sir. Which is understandable. But at this moment, he is sounding like somebody who is mentally challenged.
No, he was not. He was taken for malaria and typhoid. Okay. The diagnosis of the doctor is he had malaria and he had typhoid, not mentally challenged.
Okay, General.
But at that point, listen, when his wife was dead, we heard that from his wife. His wife is saying to us that he was speaking some stuff. Besides that, a lot of stuff his wife told us in our conference room. So let's call long matter short.
So that's correct.
This thing took a long time.
Before we move, General, I'm concerned about this. When we move to other issues, General, trust me, I will give you all of the luxury of time. So his wife raised these issues. Her husband is calling a dead man walking around. At this point, his wife is concerned. At this point, there are officers assigned at the hospital who are supposed to ensure that that place is protected, that the doctors, the nurses are protected. Aren't there officers assigned at the hospital?
That's correct. So we have officers at the front gate before you enter the 14th hospital. Your car will be searched and you must be identified.
Good.
Sir Harris took the road from the ER, the emergency room. That's where our camera booked him.
Okay.
He passed through that ER and walked towards the mortuary.
Okay.
At the mortuary, there is a little escape route. It is believed that is where Sir Harris passed because he was moving towards that direction. Because he knows the entire compound. He was trained there. He lived there. Sir Harris moved to that direction, passed through the mortuary, and went behind the jail and went towards those bushes. And that was the last time Sir Harris was ever seen captured by our camera. We did not see him anymore.
Okay.
And listen.
Go ahead.
When that happened, when we got the word that this happened to Sir Harris, it took us a day or two. We called on the brigade commander, who is very, very smart and agile. He put up a troop of a company of about 200 men in that particular general area, because it's a large training area, moving hand to hand, moving towards the riverside, searching to see where this man went. We couldn't see him. We put our drones in the air. We had about 3 drones. We took about 3 hours using the drone drive to see where did this man go. And we searched for him. That was at the end.
Was it
We paid our operators and we paid money, and they went all over the place where Sir Harris usually went. And nobody could say anything about Sir Harris.
So this was around November 10, 11. It was.
That's correct. Immediately when we heard.
Okay.
But the first thing we did, we had to notify the police. Okay. We notified the Drawson police that our soldier is missing, our NCO is missing, and we documented the case. We wrote the Ministry of Justice that, look, this is the Minister of Defense. Minister of Defense, one of our elements is missing mysteriously. But this is a video. He walked out of the hospital. We can't see this man. We called the family. I personally took money, $100, $50, give it to the family. This is for transportation. Move around and see where you can find this man. Wherever he has contact, go there and see. We took enough money and gave it to our operatives and our DDR. They were all over this country trying to trace where Sir Harris went. I called the family to my house in the traditional formal manner, and I spoke easy to them and told them that, look, this situation is getting serious, but we have to take it easy. Fala was there. Fala, we have to take it easy, because Sir Harris at this point is missing. And not just missing, but he can be charged because it's gone over 30 plus 1 day. When you are absent 30 plus 1 day in the military, you are on AWOL. You are on absence with all leave. You are on deception of post.
Okay.
So we already charging him for that. I had to put a hold to that charge because the man is missing. And it's mysterious because he said the camera caught him moving towards the back road and escaping. So at that point, I said, no, 30 plus 1 day, we're supposed to cut off his salary. We did not cut off his salary. We allowed his salary to roll for the next 3, 4, 5 months. We gave his wife. We allowed his wife to live in the barracks. We paid soldiers to search for him. A lot of money went into Sir Harris. We cannot find him. We wrote the ministry another letter. We even informed Mr. President. I'm telling you this, how seriously it is. We informed Mr. President through the Minister of Defense, Ma'am Geraldine George, that one of our elements mysteriously got missing, and we keep checking for him. But we cannot pronounce him dead because the law says it has to be 3 to 4 years before you can pronounce the man dead. So we stay open the corridor. At this point, after 5 or 6 months, we can't just do nothing. We had to run him missing in action. We had to run him AWOL and desertion of post. And at that point, we cut off the salary. And we cut off all the immunities. As we speak to you, his wife is staying in the barracks. We did not ask her out because we still think that he's somewhere. And we called the family. Let me just call this one shot. We called the family of the wife. We called the family of the wife herself, and we called Sir Harris' family. Fala was there. It was the day I finally broke the word because we have written the Minister of Justice. We have informed the President, and we informed them that we have tried and we did everything humanly possible. We cannot find this man. At this point, honor the rules of procedure of the military, we have to cut him off. And we cut him off from salary, from immunities, but only that his wife is staying in the barracks. Look, this is a story, man. I don't know what Fala was
just a little follow up
and behaving as if we did not make any effort.
General, my colleague have a question for you. Then I will ask the next couple of questions and we let you go.
Yeah, please. I'm available for now.
Okay, General, I would like to know, was the public informed, even though you reached out to the President through the Ministry of Defense and, you reached out to police in Dawson areas, was the public informed? Because a lot of people are just listening to this for the first time.
My friend, it's radio announcement. Okay. We made a radio announcement that this man is missing. We made a radio announcement that he was missing. The police, I stand to be corrected, but the police will usually put it on the police report.
Okay.
Because when you notify the police, that's the first chain that this man is missing. Okay. That's it. His family. We paid the family transportation to also do the same. And they were also doing the same.
So, General, when we were interviewing Fala Harris, Fala told us that when they started making initial, inquiries into the whereabouts of their brother, an officer at the 14 Military Hospital made a statement. He's on record on this radio. We can provide that recording to you. He said the officer told him, "My man, all that in your own. When I'm ready, I will go to where your brother is, and I will let you know." I mean, don't you think this could be a lead that will help you to knowing the whereabouts of this missing soldier, especially when a soldier in the employ of the hospital is making this remark, according to Fala Harris? The next thing is, Fala said there was another meeting at one of the barracks. Another soldier saw Sir Harris' little brother and told the little brother that you could be a perfect replacement for Sir Harris. For Fala, that was suspicious. I mean, don't you think it will be good enough when you contact Fala Harris so that Fala can identify those officers and the investigation can start from there? Don't you think so?
Look, my brother, you will hear all of these things because this man is amazing and everybody want to come up with some kind of story.
Okay.
Let me tell you something. At some point, they would tell us that the man was saying Ryan motorbike right to Dwazon or right to Boston Junction. Immediately, the MP was dispatched there. The last time we heard that he was at Tropicana Bridge and he was standing at the gate and collecting money. A wife of a soldier who knew him well said, "I saw Sir Harris and I even spoke to him." I said, I spoke to him. He was collecting money. He was manning the gate, but he had short trousers. And she called me. She called some senior NCO and they called me immediately. I notified the military police. That was very late. The military police dispatched to Tropicana. They carried about 4 men. They stopped their vehicle in the distance and they stood looking at that point. They were there the entire night. Sir Harris was not there. The next day they were there. They were there for 1 week trying to see whether this thing is true. So every information we got, we took it seriously. And we worked towards it. We did everything possible.
Did your media people tell you the names of the radio station the military had all of these announcements on? In reference to
I wouldn't say that now. But we did a lot of publicity on Sir Harris' issue. And we encouraged them, they themselves. We encouraged them that, why can't you help us? And they were helping us in this mood and stuff. So I don't know if the military was making this kind of big progress and that's your brother. What were you doing? Were you just sitting down? When you come to my house, then we talk fine and we have a very good time together and we discuss it, Sir Harris, then you leave. Then you just leave everything on the military. I mean, we got a lot to do, but we took that soldier issue seriously and we did everything possible. We went up to 7 months, 6 to 7 months before I could say, no, we got to put a closure to this thing. We cannot continue like this. And I got a blessing from the minister that, look, this thing here, let's put it this way. At which time we have informed the Ministry of Defense, the Minister of Justice, the Minister of President, to tell you that it went to the level of the presidency. So it tells you that we didn't take it very lightly. We didn't take it lightly. Even now, we are still looking for Harris. And the last word I told the parents, that if Sir Harris come back, he's not going to be disconnected from the military. We'll bring him back and we'll punish him. We'll bring him back. We'll charge him for desertion. We'll charge him for AWOL, and we'll charge him for act unbecoming a senior NCO and a gentleman. We'll charge him, and he will bear the consequences. You don't do that. A desertion. You in our military facility. You're taking treatment. And the doctors are saying, look, let me tell you something, and I didn't want to say this, but I have to say it. Sir Harris, to some extent, from our military report, was pronounced as an alcoholic. Everybody know in the barracks.
Okay.
I don't have to say this. Yes, he was an alcoholic.
Okay.
He was a first-degree alcoholic.
Was he still drinking alcohol?
The one that died was also a first-degree alcoholic.
Was he still drinking? Was he still drinking alcohol while on the treatment?
He was drinking. So he was drinking. Sir Harris was an alcoholic. Let me put it that way. The doctors, his brother in the studio, want to bring it that way.
The doctors were allowing him to keep drinking alcohol while they were treating him.
Not in the hospital. He didn't want to stay in the hospital. He did not want to stay in the hospital. He did not.
Okay.
This man is like my younger brother. I pulled him on the side. Stop drinking. You are deteriorating. You want to matter. You came back with some substance in you, with no particles in you. The doctors pronounced him and said that it is not a harmful stuff. It is a foreign body in him, but it's not. When they did a triage, they said that for him, He's not. It's not death related. It will not cause him death. So we got other soldiers that are very, very serious that we need to pay attention to. And these soldiers have been sent to India little by little. Sir Harris was just on the line. Mr. President even gave us a little token, and we distributed among them. The last money that we got, Sir Harris got $150 from that money. Just to take care of himself.
Lastly, before we leave, Mr. General, I know you got other business schedule, but this man was sick, and he managed to have escaped from a military hospital. Is it not concerning to you, that a facility under your protection, I mean, when I say your protection, under the protection of the armed forces of Liberia, a sick man, escaping without a trace, without he being caught, is it not a security concern to you as the chief of staff of the army, especially at the military hospital?
Look, let me tell you something. Sir Harris would have even walked through the naked and nobody would ask him question. Sir Harris was not just an ordinary person.
Even when he was not well.
An ordinary person. Even an ordinary person. Listen to me. Even an ordinary person.
But he was not discharged, sir. He was not discharged, sir.
No. You can be sick. Your personnel is AFL. You can walk around. We have a very long training environment there. In the evening time, you'll see a lot of people walking. Even sick patients will come and walk and stretch their legs. Sir Harris could do the same thing. Nobody will ask him. Because he could not being seen as somebody who is escaping.
Even when his wife was suspecting that he was calling dead people, I mean,
how would somebody know that his wife was doing that? How would somebody know? Because that was between he and his wife.
His wife narrated
I speak to you. We got a recording of his wife. I got it on my tape. We got a recording of his wife who said Sir Harris got me very scared. He was saying a lot.
Okay, General.
He said a lot. Sir Harris, before his departure, or before he got missing, he said a lot. His wife explained unto the family in my conference, in my office, couldn't say a word. Father was there. Father couldn't say a word. The mother was so ashamed. The uncle was so ashamed. Everybody bent their head. I said, you heard from his wife. He was said, my husband, I don't understand. He was just misbehaving. He was talking soliloquizing. He was talking off his head. So what's happening with this young man? But we were not surprised because that's the reason why we're talking about building the mental health or hospital. And it's ongoing right now. We are putting modalities for that mental health something because soldiers all over the world have that kind of situation. They come up with some mental health stuff. A lot of soldiers around the world, the records are there. So Sir Harris is not the first person. So some will even shoot themselves. Some will even stab themselves. Some will take poison. So Sir Harris' issue is just one of the least issue who somebody will walk away from the hospital and got missing forever. But we stay hopeful that Sir Harris might come one day. That's what I think. Maybe he's hiding somewhere. But it seems to be very confusing because even his account, since he left, nobody could touch his account. I mean, the money is still there. Nobody could touch his account. It's still there. We are now working with LBDI and EcoBank to see how his next of kin can come and take the money. And his next of kin happens to be that his very wife. Nobody else, not even his mother or his father. So we were not responsible to talk to his father or his mother or his brothers. It is his next of kin. That's how he worked in the army. We had no responsibility, nothing of else to talk to Fala, the man or the plan. Only his next of kin. Only
the wife.
Only the wife. That's how he worked in the military. The name you put there that in case of anything, this is the person you talk to. So I did that because I'm a family man to them. I said, no, let's call the family so that they can be convinced that this is the situation. And that's why we allow the wife to talk. And she's put up everything that she knows about Harris. That's the situation.
Okay, General.
Thank you very much. Look, I'm running out of time now. I got all issues, but I hope I made a lot of money. And I shouldn't be doing this. I got my public affairs. I don't just come on the radio, but I have to follow my boss man, General Johnson, to make this clarity for today. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, General David Fuller. He is the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Liberia. We have a whole big case on our hands. Alexa and I, very trained political analysts, will do justice to this conversation. We've heard Fala Harris. We've heard the Chief of Staff of the Armed Forces of Liberia. What we'll do is to take a break. When we come back from that break, we do the post interview analysis here on the radio. This is Freedom Radio 87.9. My name is Kai. Let's take a break. Win Liberia Freedom FM cash giveaway. *255*1# will give you sufficient money. Let's go come back to see here. We have some people who have won, and we can call some of them. A lot of people are winning, receiving the money directly in their phones. We'll just try to call 1-2 of them, and we call it a day. But let's take this break to be right back.
My brother, God can bless anybody.
Win big today with Win Liberia on Freedom FM. Yes, for just $100 Liberian or 50 cent United States dollars, you can win from 4,000 Liberian dollars up to 10,000 Liberian dollars. And for 200 Liberian dollars or 1 United States dollar on Japa days, you can win from 15,000 Liberian dollars, 50,000 Liberian dollars, 100,000 Liberian dollars, and up to 1 million Liberian dollars. For these amazing prizes, dial *255*1#. Again, dial *255*1#. The more you play, the better your chances. It's Win Liberia cash giveaway on Freedom FM.
And the work we do will bring the rubber. Then tell me so many know.
Okay, all right. So welcome back to the program Freedom Hub on 87.9. Sorry, my dear Liberian people, we have a lot of issues going on right now in the country, and that's how I want to hear you quickly. You listen to the two of them. We'll open up the lines to take calls to hear from the Liberian people, but we want to have our post interview analysis. We had the chief of staff of the Armed Forces of Liberia on the line. We also have Fala Harris, the brother. Yeah, so we want to have. I want to listen to you, Alexa. You heard Fala. You heard the chief of staff. Let's hear you first, and I come and we go close it up.
Okay, so firstly, I think I would like to say thanks to the general for actually being a part of this, because it is always important to get different sides of a narrative, because if we're going to just focus on one, we wouldn't really understand exactly where they started from and where it is going. But whenever you have a loved one involved, it takes a lot. Number one, you will have sentimental statements, and you will have emotions to come into play. So I listened to the brother of the AFL guy who is missing, and I must say, I guess he's very, very concerned, and he spoke a lot about everything that happened, and he asked some of the different questions as well. So for me, I would like to go back to the general's response, in as much as he said he shouldn't have done that, because you have the public affairs department there that will definitely or usually just respond to some of these different things. I am concerned about the publicity of this entire situation. That's one of the reasons I asked as to whether this was really shared to the public, as to whether the public was informed entirely about this whole case about a missing soldier of the armed forces of Liberia. Because if for me, I am on this radio almost every day. Oliver is aware of that, and a lot of you who are listening, who are following us, of course you are aware of that. This morning was the first time I got first-hand information of this case, and this came directly from the family members about their brother went missing since November 2024, and now we're in June of 2025. They do not understand anything that's happening. They've tried, and they've not really got to a point where they know exactly what happened. So it was this morning that I got informed. So it says a lot about the publicity that maybe, I don't know, the radio stations, the radio stations that the general said he couldn't mention those radio stations for now, so he did not. So I want to know exactly at what point did we really get this in the public?
How many radio stations? So we asked the general about the radio stations.
He did not mention that.
He said it was not the appropriate time to mention that. Maybe people
exactly.
But that's what we keep saying.
I am concerned about this.
That's what we keep saying. What are the radio stations?
Because we have different radio stations in Liberia.
Was it ELBC? Was it Spoon?
KFM.
Then we can start the conversation.
We can start the conversation.
Whether there were announcements sent
what
across.
Was there an official investigation launched? I also want to know that.
There should also be a declaration.
Yeah.
the public should be made known
exactly
that there's, I mean, a press statement to that effect.
Press statement,
so
a press release.
Even if there is an announcement sent to radio stations, there should be a press statement from the
You
authorities, from the authorities of the army,
published,
in the newspapers,
on social media.
This thing is appearing,
and people would know exactly what happened.
So,
but for me,
it is good that we are media people.
I did not see,
and we want to know from all of our media.
So we'll try to do our investigation.
We will go to the president of Liberal chat room and ask all the journalists
we'll reach out
whether
to our colleagues in the media to know as to whether they got any information, any release from
Because what we need is to know the well-being of the soldier, whether the soldier is good or not.
And another thing, this guy was at the 14 military hospital because he was unwell.
That soldier people hospital.
He was not there as an ordinary person just being there. He was unwell. He was admitted 100%.
A patient.
A patient. He had his wife there with him. So he was diagnosed, he had malaria, he had typhoid. So at a point in time, based on his wife's narrative, he was saying things that did not sound as himself. He sounded like a person who was mentally unstable, a person who was not really okay mentioning the name of his dead colleague, and all that. So it tells you he was unwell. And you ask a question about this place is heavily guarded. You have maybe armed men, or you have, soldiers there. They're guarding that place. So you have security at the end of the day. So there's a footage that showed him passed to another part,
the mortuary, and
exactly.
there is a little opening that he sneaked out through.
Yeah, and that was 11 p.m.
The truth, yeah,
11 p.m.
Around 11 p.m.
So automatically that means the next morning, which was 12, 1, 2, 3 a.m. Up to 5, 6, 7 a.m. That means that news was already there. That this guy is missing, or he used this side, right? So the search starts immediately that morning when the guys were informed.
I mean, the general said it, but my concern is, he said, I asked him whether on the 10th of the, was it around 10, the 10th 11? Of the 11? And he said, yeah, immediately. Now, my take is that is a military hospital for God in heaven's sake, Alexa. Soldier people are there taking treatment. Other reputable citizens are there taking treatment, right? Around 11 o'clock, the security on ground should activate their protection. The general talk about patients can be walking around freely
besides
right?
he knew everywhere there, so he was free to just move around and all that.
So the general said patients can be moving all around 11 p.m. Patients moving around 11 p.m.
and a person who is unwell.
Yeah, the medical people, the doctors give that. The doctors give that. Permission.
You have freedom. Even though sometimes doctors would be like, you can walk around, a little bit to get strength and all that.
11 p.m.
But
11 p.m. Alexa. So the doctors give these are puzzle, issues that we gotta look into.
We need to know.
Yeah. So 11 p.m. Good. It is possible that he was walking around.
Over 200 men or about 200 men just there searching for your soldier.
So around 11 p.m. he's allowed to walk around. He's a soldier. You cannot handcuff him. This and that. He got he got some privilege as a soldier. Unlike an ordinary medical patient, which is understandable. But my take is, there are people at the military hospital who are not doctors. They are not nurses. Their job is to ensure that the hospital is secure, the materials, the medical equipment, the nurses who are working on duty, the doctors who are working on duty, the non-medical staff who are on duty at the hospital. The job of those security officers, those AFL personnel with their arms, their long range, is to protect the environment. Now, my take is, if a patient who is not fully recovered can escape,
what more?
Then it shows that if able-bodied people intend to evade the 40 military hospital to do either to adopt patient or do something clandestine, it means there is a possibility then security is not intact. That's why I was asking the general. I asked him. I said, are you not concerned about this situation? But all in all, I'm not going to cast. I'm not going to cast doubt on anybody.
I wouldn't like to go to the personal or aspect of all of these things. But the general mentioned that this guy was an alcoholic, right? And that was
he was an alcoholic.
That was dwelled on.
He was an alcoholic and still in the military.
Exactly.
So
being an alcoholic should not be your justification for the man being missing.
That should not be,
because
that's exactly what my concern
good
is.
because
even if you're going to mention this, it doesn't really change the fact that this guy is missing.
He's missing. So if he was an alcoholic and it was a problem, he should have been disrobed from the military. Because if an alcoholic is serving alcoholic is serving in the military, that man can get drunk and say I'm one day and fire people randomly. So I mean, he should have even been in the army. So I mean, for
that part, I wouldn't want to talk about it more.
I don't even want to dwell on it.
I wouldn't want to.
My take is few issues. Was this issue brought to the public?
The public, that's my number one.
The general
concern.
said yes. Through some radio stations, we will start our investigation on that.
To find out.
Official
investigation was launched.
Number two, what is the status of security at the hospital? Because my man, Labrin post get a Soya people.
Yeah.
Even once when you assign one Soya man on the football field, you say that this Soya man taking the football field. To find people wanting to venture around the football field are trouble.
It's hard.
So I mean, so these are. But I'm not going to say more on it. We'll go to our lines and talk to our people. Yeah, we will go.
So I mean,
we'll have to go to the line.
At the end of the day, I think what we're trying to present to all of you, the public, as well as if the general is still listening, I think we want to know at the end of the day all of these different, pieces of information. Of course, the general spoke and he decided to just provide some level of clarity on what the brother said as well. So everybody was just giving their side of the story and all that. But we need to go beyond all of these different narratives we have from the brother, from the general, to know exactly what happened, because it has been over how many months? Since November.
Mm-hmm.
So it has been over 6-7 months. And we do not know if this guy is still alive or if he's dead at about this point, right? We do not know.
So around 11 o'clock, was it PM or
11 p.m.?
11 p.m.
It was 11 p.m. at night.
Okay.
So that was like close to midnight or early morning.
That's why it is. But
right.
but
so,
we have to go to the lines. We don't have the luxury of time. Tomorrow we continue with this conversation, plus the other issue that has to do with the digital program, a situation. But it was good that the general call.
Yeah, it was good.
I mean, professionally, it is important that you hear from him. We heard from Fala. Let the public be, the judge. So we'll open up the lines for you, the Liberian population, to call us. Call us on 086-500-104, 0776-104-104 are the numbers to join the conversation. Please, sorry, DJ Hero will do a lot of the resources on the cash giveaway. By the time we are done, he will do a lot of it. So call us on 086-500-104, 0776-104-104 to be a part of the conversation. Let's talk to the first person on the line. Hello, sir. How are you? Where you join us from?
I'm from the U.S.
You're calling from the U.S. What is your name, sir? And what part of the U.S. you join us from?
My name is Amos Tappe. I'm calling from Port Darby, Pennsylvania.
Okay, Pennsylvania. Go ahead. 1 minute.
Yeah, my concern is what the general said about the man cannot be declared dead until I think he said after 1 year or 4 to 5 years.
Yeah, after I mean it is actually after 7 years.
Yeah, so they have a law for that.
Mm-hmm.
So after 7 years, I'm concerned. What did they stop the man pay? The man has a nest of kin who is his wife. Why did they stop the pay? The wife should be supported with salary until he is declared dead.
Okay, all right. That's your concern. Let's leave you right there and go to the other person. Hello, how are you, sir? We're great. What is the name? Where you join us from? Quickly, no time.
Yeah, no time. Okay. I just want to have one question which needs to be answered. The general said, and the brother confirmed, that the soldier was walking confused and saying things. So it means at the time that the patient disappeared, the wife was with him. So did the wife let him run away or run away that night around 11 o'clock?
Because the wife was the one who was saying my husband was talking. So your husband was saying things that are not normal. Obviously, you the wife should know that the husband is not mentally okay. So you said and allow such a man to pass all around, even when the man is going somewhere, you should be walking behind him. That's a great concern.
So the big question is, did she allow him to walk away?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
and slip through the mortuary.
Obviously, that could be the situation.
The wife is a person of interest.
So she also has to answer a couple of questions.
I am not a security personnel, but I want to agree with you.
That she needs to answer some questions.
Yeah. I mean, I'm.
I'll tell you for free. This kid, listen, I'm working in a hospital. I'm working in a mental health hospital. Yeah.
In London.
At 11 o'clock. Yeah, in London. I work in a mental health hospital, join with general hospital, meaning physical health and mental health.
That's correct.
That's what I work. At some point of the night, we don't allow patients to walk away. So 11 o'clock already is too late. Here in London, it's 10 o'clock.
Okay.
At 10, you can only walk in the corridor accompanied by a member of staff. You can't just walk away.
Yeah.
Because your safety is in our hands.
In fact, the wife was supposed to be yelling and calling the other security around, say, "Oh, my husband talking yama thing," and you walking towards the bush, you're gonna catch him. But that's how it's supposed to be, Alexa. But thank you very much. I'll leave you and take another person.
If she's concerned.
Hello, how are you? How you doing? Hello, how are you? We're great. Quickly, let's hear you. Then we come to Liberia.
Yeah, my name is Benjamin and I joined you from India this evening.
India. Go ahead, Benjamin.
Yeah. There is something wrong somewhere. Okay. There is no way a patient that you claim as you were talking confused, right? You're talking confusedly. And you left him to leave a wall, get outside from the fence, not just the fence, but outside the fence, the bush, and somebody is saying that the man is first degree alcoholic and well-looking, calling a dead person name and you walk out and just something wrong somewhere. Okay. Instead of fully military or administration tell that when somebody is sick, they have that right. They will leave the wall, leave the yard, the hospital yard, security, and I have to leave the fence.
The general said the man is a soldier, so he has
he knew everywhere.
He has some dispensation.
He was at liberty to move around. He was at liberty to move around.
I would not want to say that, but we'll leave you right there. Let's see if we can come to Liberia and take few calls from home. This person, hello, how are you? Quickly, no time. We gotta go.
Thank you. Let me say hello to Alexa.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
We are in short trouble. And think of that going to ask to ask. You said the food they will not bring a doctor for the hospital. I want to renounce the organization in the country. And so I think happening. So they tell you now, maybe your person will go over there and want something to love from there. They can work and they won't work. I don't see any one time. You just get in the jacket, get an entry, and there's an essay. And when essay will ask you, where you come from, I can't my person visit, and I'm going back. You can't be a person you want to want to know. You can get released. Not because you haven't what I want to know. I can't know too.
Even when you if you are
and when the final case, I was put that crazy. They put out pretending the country. They can't be over there. They're going to happen there. All the things like they just get happy. They will be together. And thank God you more. Put your time when they register that get a new door. Now
we will begin the conversation with the president, like bro, to know which of the other radio stations got that announcement. We want to do fact finding. Thank you. Let's talk to Man CC quickly. Man CC, 1 minute.
Hello, okay.
Go ahead, ma'am.
Yeah, this is to Alexa. Thank you for the interview for our brother and the general. I want to say something here. Let's get it clear now. Let's get it clear. You said the woman and the man were in that place. And the woman saw her man going talking.
Yeah.
Living the compound. She couldn't call people around. She'll see your man living the place. So that she will keep silent. That one. To the men is okay to suffer.
Yeah. That's what the general said. That's what the general said.
Okay, so keep it and the is job. Also, he lost. There's nobody taking care of it. 3 to the general again. What he said, he went to the media was flagging the issue. The media was flagging the issue. I'm not heard that. How many media was flagging the issue? You not heard it. And so they brought us to why you thought that's so long? For good 8 months, your brother got messy. And the man tell you wait. If you find something out for your way, you are bribing or you are telling your own member your brother dead.
The man said they were paying your way, they were not bribing him. How you
pay your way, 5,000 out pay your way. And your brother got messy almost 8 months. You don't have to so they were walking on Capao. You went by people that were not you, that were nice. So you say in the left. Okay.
We leave you right there. We leave you. Let's go and talk to 2 more callers. Then we call it a day. Tomorrow we'll continue with this conversation. It will be a long one until we reach to the bottom of this situation. A Liberian soldier is missing, and we are concerned. This person, go ahead. 1 minute. How are you?
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening, sir. Quickly, no time. We gotta go.
this is the voice of Sabu Rasta. KOK, I'm joining you from Point 4 to be special. My geographical location, KOK, is Zimbabwe.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
KOK, let me see what, man. KOK, let me see what. I think KOK, the first person can listen to that narration of Lofa. All of people from Lofa will believe that.
No, don't reduce that conversation to this. Let's have the conversation. Go ahead.
Hello, KOK.
No time. Let's hear you, sir.
Yeah, this is Leicester. You're speaking in Leicester City.
Go ahead.
When the chief of staff on the media, when you talk, when you say not too clear, I'm down.
You are in doubt of what the chief of staff was explaining?
Yeah, you know what I'm down.
You are in.
You're in doubt. About 12 midnight. So you're telling me that the title.
No. He did not say the guy was drinking while being admitted.
The man was not drinking liquor in the hospital.
No.
They said the man used to drink it outside the hospital. Yeah, so let's get it clear. Let's talk to the last person. Go ahead. 1 minute. Quickly. Let's hear you. We'll come out with the conversation tomorrow.
Yeah, how you doing?
We are great, my dear brother.
Thank you. My name is Emmanuel F. Jacob. I join you from Chicago Factory.
Go ahead, Email. You're the last caller.
Thank you so much for the opportunity. Jim, let's be very serious on the issue here. This is on live, and this is somebody on a chat.
That's what it is.
Let people start thinking about politics issue. Let's look at the reality. First of all, look at his wife. His wife has to be number one person to actually have to be investigated into this thing. His wife has to tell his people where she was. Because she made the baby. See, the wife was the caregiver of this military man we are discussing about here.
That's right.
So
That's right.
The wife and the authority at the hospital, also should be there to tell the Liberian people something about this military man.
Okay, thank you. We take the last person. You are the last caller. No time. We got to go home.
How are you, KOK? This is Rukia calling from Minnesota.
From Minnesota, you're the last person. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay. There are a lot of contradictions in our general statement. Yeah. In the first place, you said the man is alcoholic. In the first place, you said the man is alcoholic. And then you ask me a question, because he said the man was sick and he was still drinking, and he said yes, he said the man was sick. How will a man be sick in the hospital and still drinking?
No. He did not say he did not say the man was drinking while in the hospital, but he said apparently this man was trying to rush from the hospital because he wanted to continue drinking outside.
So when the man was talking off his head at night, according to him, where were the West? Because if I come my husband in the hospital, right?
According to him,
I will call the nurses or the doctor. I will say, oh, something not right. I will start to yell, oh, please come on, my husband. When he's talking, I'm not understanding what's going on. Right?
According to him, it was the wife who told them that her husband was talking off the head.
So for us, you only recorded her husband was talking. She only recorded a capital herself. She never called that. She never said anything. She just capital herself and saw her husband walking out at the middle part of the night. And she didn't say anything. She just left him to walk out like that.
Okay.
And let me say to that brother, that identical brother, you know something like, you see nothing where family business. You went over there, your brother got missing. You went there. Instead of you going to the media or to go to how they call it, the people authority. You said that because the man gave you 40,000 to pay your way. That 40,000 catch your eyes. Your sister went on the air to go talk about your brother missing. You went there and debunk it. You said, oh, because we don't handle it from that way. You see some of the things that can happen to the Liberian.
Thank you. We gotta go.
Now you see how the general talking to him.
Thank you.
You see how the general talking to him because the general got asked over him.
Thank you. We leave you right there. Tomorrow we will continue with the conversation on tomorrow. Alexa, there is no time. We gotta go. DJ Hero will be here and he will give all of the other money. Please, he will call a few of the people who have won. There are other people who won. He will also call those who have won on our show and those who will be winning on his show as well. We'll leave you. We'll return on tomorrow. Have a wonderful time. God bless you. Bye-bye.